up here. Say good evening and welcome to our regular board meeting this evening. And let's begin, let's first tell you that we did have an executive session at 6 o'clock to discuss some personnel matters. And I'll start with that, and let's go right to public comment. The chair wishes to recognize any resident or taxpayer of this area school district wishing to address the board about title programming or any other matter of concern or interest properly raised in a public session. If you'd like to, or yes, please, may I ask, give your name and address and the subject of the content you will be addressing. It's requested that your comments be kept to 3 minutes. Moreover, please note that comments relative to private student matters or employee matters should be directed to the superintendent outside of this meeting. So on that note, do we have anyone from the public that would like to address the board at this time? Okay, seeing there is none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Item number 2 is for the minutes, recommending that the November 3rd minutes be accepted as presented. Item number 3 under instruction, to report on the conference requests. That's letter A. Letter B is for the district volunteers, a motion to approve the list of district volunteers as presented. Letter C for field trips, a motion to approve the number of field trips that we do have on our request list. Number 4 under finance, the treasurer's report to approve for the cafeteria, the capital projects, the federal programs, and the general fund. Letter B, the Berkheimer tax report as presented. Letter C, the tax collector's report for October of 2025, and for that is presented. Letter D, the Accelerated Budget Act number 1 to opt out of the resolution certifying the tax rate from Act number 1. Under number 5, under athletics and recreation, letter A, athletic personnel, to approve the athletic personnel that is listed. As I do see there, if you look at the people that were presented, for the head volleyball coach, Colby Sangre, also Doug Alt for head cross-country coach, and for Guy Kapachuk as the head varsity football coach, they did have an effective date of fall of 2026. We would like to make that current for coaches number 1, 2, and 3. Just a correction on there. Letter B, the PIAA sanctioned sport, a motion to approve the addition of the PIAA indoor track and field for both boys and girls beginning 25-26 winter season. Number 6, under personnel, to approve the personnel that is under consideration for item number 6. So on that note, we have a motion and a second to approve the personnel, or excuse me, the consent agenda at this time.
Motion. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions?
For the public, can you explain about the accelerated budget act one? Just a quick explanation.
Go ahead.
Sure. So basically the state says if we're only going to raise taxes possibly to the highest rate, they set an Act 1 rate, and that's 4.9% for us this year. If we say as a district we're not going to have to go above that, we're not going to have to do any special resolutions and things like that, then we do this opt-out, which just basically says we're not going to go above the cap set by the state.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing there are none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Now down to number 7 for roll call, the bills to be approved for November 2025. Do we have a motion and a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions about the bills? Well, seeing there are none, Mrs. Lucheko, if you could give us a roll call, please.
We'll begin with Mrs. Agnew.
Yes, except I abstain in the roll, please.
Mrs. Blythe?
Yes.
Mr. Hickey?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Petrini?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes. All right, down to the high school principals report. Mrs. Ely.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening. I don't have much to report on tonight. We held a movie reward here in the auditorium at the end of October for students who met academic criteria and had no recent discipline referrals. It was a success. We had 43 students that took part in that, and they got to relax and watch a movie during their flex period. So we will go ahead and hold another movie reward event in December. Students started receiving honor roll certificates for Q1 at the end of last week. So check out our Facebook page daily to see our congratulatory posts about that and photos of those students. And lastly, it is November, so we're living with an attitude of gratitude here at the high school. Messages from students and staff are being displayed on the TV in our main hallway right outside here, celebrating why we are grateful for one another. SAD and Mrs. Ramsey is spearheading that. And we celebrated World Kindness Day last Thursday here at the high school. Tiny Mike's put together a video showing all of our ELA classes in the whole building, Mrs. Grunz's classes, and student council students writing messages of kindness on over 500 Post-it notes. And then Tiny Mike's then spent hours shaping those into a large S down in our cafeteria for everyone in the building to read. So check out our video online, and if you can, take a moment to look at the finished product in the cafeteria. It's pretty awesome. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mrs. Ely. Next to our high school assistant principal, Mr. G.
I have nothing to report.
Thank you, sir. Mrs. Morrell, good evening. She's got a Snyder report.
Good evening, everyone. In front of you is the first issue of the Snyder Scoop. It was completed by the Publications Club, so thank you to them for that. We had an Attorney General presentation last week on internet safety. It was grades K to 6. It was very worthwhile. We broke it into K to 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6, and they varied the presentation according to grade level, so it was very informative. We had a coaching today from Last IU, helping us with our Into Reading program. It was with grades 3 and 4. Tomorrow is kindergarten and 5th grade, and then 1st, 2nd, and 6th grade will be on December 11th. We met last week with the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. It's already happening at the high school, and our plan is to incorporate it with the after-school program at Snyder. So we're very excited and looking forward to that. The cheerleaders and the volleyball teams both did a walkthrough before their competitions last week. We do have a half-day dismissal coming up on the 26th at 11:10 with the high school to follow at 11:30. Students will have the opportunity to bring a lunch home. They can pick that up on their way out, and that will be the same procedure on the half-day before the Christmas holiday break. Just an announcement from PTG that unfortunately they have had to postpone their kids' night out. This Friday, a new date will soon be announced. And Boys and Girls Rec is happening now. It's very well attended. I did have a chance to speak to Mrs. Podolinsky before I left today. They have almost 50 girls in grades 1 through 6. They've had a few weeks of practice under their belt with a big thank you to Epiphany for the partnership again for student participants and the gym space. They have their first couple rec games in the next 2 weeks, so we're looking forward to that. We are very excited about the numbers as well.
Thank you, Mrs. Morel. Mrs. Agnew, last item, U17, anything to report?
I have nothing tonight, Mr. Cole, thank you.
Thank you. Down to PSBA, of course, the big thing is that the state budget has passed and it looks pretty good for all of our educational system in the school districts here. Just one down that the basic education funding is $105 million, which is an increase. Special education funding, $40 million. Other things, school and safety, mental health, they added $100 million to it. And also, education improvement tax credit, $50 million increase. I also want to make mention too that the $100 million cyber charter transition from last year's budget was not funded in the 25-26 budget, but the budget does include financial reforms, which we believe, at least on my part, are pretty significant for our school district here. Career and Technical Education Center, for money for their budgets, seem to be much on the level as they have been for the past few years. Also, one of the good things I think that the Department of Education is doing is the fact that they are really starting to put a little bit more teeth into the cyber chartered schools. They will be now required, the cyber chartered schools that is, to see and speak with each enrolled students at least once a week, so to make sure that they are doing what they are supposed to be doing. Again, good news for school safety. The school districts are going to be receiving $100,000 plus on the amount based on average daily membership for the districts. And also, safe to say, will be required to develop a training program for school personnel. School and safety coordinators are going to be required to complete 7 hours of training within a 1-year appointment. And of course, another thing that they're going to be clamping down on as far as charter reforms is concerned is attendance and truancy. So they will be taking a look at that. How far will they go with that? It's hard to say right at the moment, but it appears that the Department of Education is starting to move pretty good as far as equaling the playing field out between public education and cyber schools. And that's everything I need to report on from PSBA this evening. So if there's anyone that would like to give a committee report at this time, the mic is yours.
I'll make it super quick. I just wanted to send a quick congratulations to, of course, the volleyball team, Coach Sandry back there. They had a phenomenal season, unbelievable. Super proud of them. Over the weekend, the NTYFL cheerleaders did a competition, North Penn Mansfield. Nod to me, Brian, is that right? Okay. Cheer comp was over the weekend, somewhere, and they were incredibly successful. C Squad came in second in dance and cheer. B Squad was third in dance, and A Squad was third in dance and cheer. And I believe A Squad came home with the Spirit Stick, which is a big deal for those girls. So super, super proud of them.
Thank you, Mrs. Blythe. Anyone else that would like to give a report at this time? Being there is none, I'll give you my quick report here, and I just want to say thank you to everyone for being here tonight, and to everyone to take a look at our Facebook and our home pages. Again, check it out, because there's a lot of activity that is going on at Snyder as well as here in the high school, and you'll really see what our kids are doing out there. And like I said, they're doing a tremendous job this year. You can see the activity just growing and glowing, basically. Next, I would like to say welcome to Mr. Shaw and Mr. Rich, and they'll be coming aboard next month as part of our board of directors up here. We want to welcome them here tonight. And then I would like to thank Kevin Hadlock and Brian Root for their service to the board of directors, and thank them for their inputs as well as all the work that they had put in. It's very well appreciated. Mrs. Cassie Morrell, I want to say congratulations to her for being Snyder Employee of the Month. Again, as Mrs. Blythe said, maybe our volleyball team came up short in the states, but their efforts in play are well worthy of their achievements this year. I want to say great job to those ladies and their coaches. Speech and debate team has begun to perform well. Abby Kinsman had 2 first-place finishes, as did Maddie Weiber, and there were some second and third places in there as well. 20 of our students achieved high honors for the first marking period at the Career Center, including Allie Turner. She had the highest GPA in early childhood education. And in December, it's hard to believe, but they're going to be starting to audition for Freaky Friday. And that's a spring musical this year. And like I said, if you want to see some good talent, come on out and watch those young people perform in March. So, starting to think spring here. But anyway, that's everything I have. Mr. Wells.
Just have a few things this evening. First of all, I'd like to say that we are partnering with Life Saving Outreach Services. When I say partnering, I mean advertising a little bit and offering a place for them to hold some classes. Over the course of the next 3 months, there'll be a first aid and CPR class, a stop the bleed class, and a babysitting child care first aid CPR class. And we also received news that the Northern Tier Regional Planning and Development Commission will fund the babysitting class for any SARE students who want to take it. So it does cost $100, but it will be fully funded by Northern Tier Regional Planning and Development. So that's great news. That'll take place in January. Today I received a book from PSBA called Remarkably You, and I will be sharing this with some students at the Snyder Elementary School and then giving it from the library there. But it talks about diversity and things like that. So we received this for our focus on student achievement. So thank PSBA for that. Just a little shout out to Mr. Roy and the Quiz League team. The Quiz League lasts 3 weeks and actually was hosted here last Wednesday here at Sarah High School, and I was able to watch some of the competition. There's at least 12 teams here, so it's a lot of kids here, and they're getting ready for the scholarship challenge, which will take place after the first of the year. In December, I'll continue the TV Talks with students from Sarah High School in Snyder. It's a group of students I meet with every 6 weeks or so, just to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly that's going on in the schools, to try to get a feel of what's going on and possibly fix or improve things that we can. So just gives me a little pulse on each of the buildings, and it's fun to listen to the kids to talk and see what their views are as well. So we're gonna take some kids on the radio in a couple weeks as well to talk about some of those TV talks. Just want to remind everyone of the early dismissal on Wednesday, November 26th. Students return after Thanksgiving on Tuesday, December 2nd. And I wanted to take this opportunity to wish a happy Thanksgiving to all the students, staff, board members, and all of our community members as well. So have a great Thanksgiving, and hopefully everyone has a great break. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. And again, it's so good to see the Snyder School out. I've been looking for this, Mrs. Brown. Thank you. I just wanted to throw that in there as well. And might as well just jump down to the future meetings. Our next meeting will be on December the 8th. It'll be Monday night at 7 p.m. here in the junior high school auditorium. And again, that would be our reorganization meeting as well. So is there anything else to bring before the board this evening? Okay, folks, you know what to do. Good night, everyone, and hope you have a great Thanksgiving.